Okay, we are back today with more Oni Anvil Sack. So let's go play some matches and see how it goes, and hopefully it goes well. Yesterday we were up to rank 7 on stream, and then I lost a couple matches in a row, so let's try and do well. Alright, we don't have red mana, so we can't cast anything. But we do have the Viconia that we can Deadly Dispute. Obviously, this is not an ideal hand, but again, our deck, just making sure we have lands is sometimes good enough if we have a Deadly Dispute. So, if we can hit our land drops early on, I'm not too sad. It was a very, very strong chance, or reason to mulligan them. The Prosper actually is kind of fine here, so, our opponent's gonna do that. If we Deadly Dispute it in response, we stop the draw, right? A little upset that we didn't get a land there. But we can still Prosper. And our opponent's going to Diviner here. And so this is going to be really bad for us, specifically if we don't get a land here. Because otherwise our opponent's just going to really, really drown us in card advantage. And we don't have a lot to, you know, attack back on. If Prosper lives a little bit, then it might be fine. Alright, and there's our red mana. Because Tibalt can do some really cool things in this matchup. Oh, Voidrand? Ouch. Okay. Alright, so we can Harvester and Ghast. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the good thing is, if Diviner attacks, we get to block with the Ghast. And then we can get a treasure, and then we can Valki the Diviner. And I think that might just be... If that goes according to plan, we're in a good spot. So, let's hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, Lizelle. And Lizelle can get back a Graveyard Trespasser if it specializes into black, right? Or, alright, so it's white. What do we want to do here? Well, Harvester, get a blood. Use the blood on the Diviner. Then we can maybe get an Epicure away? Beautiful. Alright. Now, again, we don't have any blood for the Harvester, but we get to Experimental Synthesizer next turn. We really, really want. Decline. I really want to cast Tibalt here. I really want to cast Tibalt. Sucks to lose the synth, but what are you gonna do? Alright, we'll block and get a treasure. Idealistically, our opponent taps out. And we can get something really good going on here? Okay. Our opponent discards an Epicure, nice. But We want to make sure we have enough blockers for the Tibalt. Because now if Tibalt can start going, we can very easily come back with all the card advantage our opponent has going on. Infernal Grasp, okay. And double what's-it-face would be terrible. Double Kalim, is that what our opponent has? That's a little upsetting. Wow, okay. Ouch. Well, Tibalt, you tried. The good thing is Diviner Fates is pretty decent in our deck. So, we're gonna go and discard that. And again, then we can Epicure away the land during our opponent's turn. So Diviner is going to give us a Hive Tyrant as well. Like, we can really abuse the Diviner. So. Oh, imagine if our opponent made us discard a land card, or a non-land card. That would have been great. Oh, wait, no, we want to wait till end step. Graveyard Trespasser, okay. Alright. Our opponent is going to scry on top. Then we activate the blood. We get a swamp and a deadly dispute. Let's deadly dispute away an Epicure. Wow. Not really what I wanted, but with the voltage surge, right? We target the Trespasser. We sack a treasure. We discard a land. And that triggers the Diviner, so we get another land. I'm not going to attack. Again, I'm a little afraid of the Wandering Emperor. Well. And now our opponent gets to actually use the Kalim. The block. Alright. We... not looking the hottest, right? We have a couple of things potentially going on, but nothing, like, really great. Oh, another threat there. Voltage surge. Again, just not really the thing I want to be doing, but so let's do that. We'll sack the Oni-Cult. We'll get rid of the swamp, or the Blight Pathway. And then we attack with the Hive. This puts our opponent on a 2-turn clock. Is that another Callum, though? Well... that's not good. For us at all. Iganjo? Yeah. So we're gonna lose this, GG. Alright. That was a lot. Again, we kept a very medium hand. But we're probably gonna want the Viconia for some graveyard interaction. And maybe Trespasser. And now I'm trying to think. I've been playing around with Will. Let's try Will. And so if we're gonna add Will, we can take out that. And we want the Ray of Enfeeblement to be able to get rid of the Diviner. And we just hope it goes well, because that'd be a little unfortunate if it didn't. Play first. Keep. So we have Hive and Bloodtithe Harvester. I think this is pretty decent, though. We have, like, an actually aggressive start. Our opponent could Cal him, right? Which wouldn't be wonderful, but... let's get this down while we can, right? And then we just... we have some aggro going on. Let's see. Okay. Now I have to figure out what I want to try and do. Let's get rid of a Bloodtithe Harvester. I think we might not cast it for a little bit, and I think Deadly Dispute and Viconia would be a little more important, but in retrospect, I kind of wish I got rid of the Viconia. We can always Viconia to make another Bloodtithe Harvester down the line if we really need to. But right now, I preferred getting Oni out over Bloodtithe Harvester that turn, and I think because that deals more damage over time, maybe? Huh. Maybe that's wrong. But I like having one Viconia over this Bloodtithe Harvester. Because I want to be able to exile cards from opponent's graveyard. I like keeping Deadly Dispute in my hand, and I like Will as gonna be like a little surprise. And we got this. Now we can keep the Viconia out there. And now get to exile whatever we want. Oh, and our opponent is going to exile Bloodtithe, but we get to stop our opponent from gaining. Because we exile it first, so Trespasser doesn't gain our opponent's life. And then we also get to exile Callum. Which is very wonderful. Now, I would love to... we do... this enters the battlefield tapped, right? Oh, I said blue? Uh-oh, I meant to do black. I hope that doesn't stop. If we ever want to specialize into and return Calm to our hand, maybe we need the blue to cycle. So maybe that's not too bad. This will get rid of Will. Back there. 2. Go. Opponent has to have a lot going on in order to come back from this position. Mind Spike. Our opponent goes to 2. Yep. Alright, GG. I think I want to try and do the same idea. So let's go. Keep. Red, so we get to Harvester. Oh, I would love that, but we need lands. Also, didn't want to get our two most expensive cards. Right? That's just not lovely for us. And we really needed to draw a land there. Yep, that's unfortunate. So this is where I have to decide what I want to do. I think we need to get a land off the synthesizer in order to win, I think. If we just stand by and not do anything, like just kill the Diviner, I can't imagine us winning. I just can't. And so our opponent's going to get card advantage here, but I think we just needed to go for it. And dig that one extra deep. Mind Spike, okay. 5 voltage surge. Don't have another. Okay. Do you know what? We'll say goodbye to both Wills. Alright. This, exiling that. That's unfortunate. By Diviner. I think getting the Diviner there is important just because of, yeah, exiling it so Lizelle can't specialize and bring it back. Guess we just do this. Now Graveyard Glutton is a 4/4, which helps a lot.
Fight fair. I've made some
What?
improvements over your version.
Wow. Did not see that coming, everyone. Tasha getting my will back. That's so good. Alright, Prosper. Let's do this thing that you do. The opponent can Tasha will to get our Prosper. Fudge. None of this is good. None of this, everyone. Our opponent has a lot of things that could potentially happen here. And none of it is good for us. None of it is good. Alright. And is now gonna heal.
You know, dueling you. Oh, I'll be taking that.
That. Healing Prosper. Specializing. Our wills have come back to haunt us, everyone. Oh. We get a Graveyard Glutton. Well, what do we do here, everyone? How do we ever get back from this? I don't even know if... Well, not like that, everyone. Not like that. Because even this will just kills us. Okay. There's... I can't imagine us winning now. Oh, our wills... That's sad. You know, why couldn't we have a Shambling Ghast in our graveyard? Our opponent getting our most impactful creature with Tasha. Not great. And maybe I should have thought of it. We probably could have exiled our own wills with our Graveyard Glutton. And I chose not to. I wasn't thinking about Tasha there, but maybe that is something I should have. So, that's very, very unfortunate. Maybe our opponent tries to go all out and win here. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess we go down to 2, right? Oh, well. We lose. GG. I think our only out was hoping our opponent didn't have that. It happens. And we go down to rank 20. What a disaster.